Life is a storm, my young friend. You will bask in the sunlight one moment, be shattered on the rocks the next. What makes you a man is what you do when that storm comes. There are two ways of seeing, with the body and with the soul. The body's sight can sometimes forget, but the soul remembers forever. Learning does not make one learned. There are those who have knowledge and those who have understanding. The first requires memory and the second philosophy. There is neither happiness nor misery in the world. There is only the comparison of one state with another, nothing more. He who has felt the deepest grief is best able to experience supreme happiness. How is it that little children are so intelligent and men so stupid? It must be education that does it. The difference between treason and patriotism is only a matter of dates. A person who doubts himself is like a man who would enlist in the ranks of his enemies and bear arms against himself. As a general rule, people ask for advice only in order not to follow it, or if they do follow it, in order to have someone to blame for giving it. The friends we have lost do not repose under the ground, they are buried deep in our hearts. It has been thus ordained that they may always accompany us. A rogue does not laugh in the same way that an honest man does. A hypocrite does not shed the tears of a man of good faith. All falsehood is a mask, and however well made the mask may be, with a little attention we may always succeed in distinguishing it from the true face. Often we pass beside happiness without seeing it, without looking at it, or even if we have seen and looked at it, without recognizing it. It is rare that one can see in a little boy the promise of a man, but one can almost always see in a little girl the thread of a woman. Life is a storm. One minute you will bathe under the sun, and the next you will be shattered upon the rocks. That's when you shout, "Do your worst, for I will do mine," and you will be remembered forever. When you compare the sorrows of real life to the pleasures of the imaginary one, you will never want to live again, only to dream forever. Happiness is like those palaces in fairy tales whose gates are guarded by dragons. We must fight in order to conquer it. Nothing makes time pass or shortens the way like a thought that absorbs in itself all the faculties of the one who is thinking. External existence is then like a sleep of which this thought is the dream. Under its influence, time has no more measure, space has no more distance. Time, dear friend, time brings round opportunity. Opportunity is the martingale of man. The more we have ventured, the more we gain, when we know how to wait. Moral wounds have this peculiarity: they may be hidden, but they never close, always painful, always ready to bleed when touched. They remain fresh and open in the heart. Those born to wealth, and who have the means of gratifying every wish, know not what is the real happiness of life. Just as those who have been tossed on the stormy waters of the ocean on a few frail planks can alone realize the blessings of fair weather. Edmond Dantes, I don't believe in God. Abbe Faria, that doesn't matter, he believes in you. I have always had more dread of a pen, a bottle of ink, and a sheet of paper than of a sword or pistol. It is almost as difficult to keep a first-class person in a fourth-class job as it is to keep a fourth-class person in a first-class job.